Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gone. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10, Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 24, Goff. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to...
And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season.
At the Seahawks 39-yard line.
Let's go, cut! 180! Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Like 20. 56. Oh, you got deep.
On first down, it's Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
Gain of 15. First down, Rams.
Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 120. We're good. We're good. Listen.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Wilson airing it out, looking. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and 7, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. He was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Wilson to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall,
a breakaway for Michael Thomas. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. He's still fighting forward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, they'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Alert, 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 alert. Set the tone, defense, let's go. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught. It's Thomas. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Gone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, Goff. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So back-to-back incompletions. third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. He'll air it out deep and got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st down, it's Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Rams' 46-yard line.
Hey, you guys, listen. Check it back.
Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the 50, it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now Wilson, and now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside. The 35.
They're on 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield, here's Bortles. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
What? Bulletti! Mike 50! Mike 50! Bound to lose one.
On first down, it's Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, it's Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On third down, Carson. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.